today's video. My name is Emma Hundleby. I'm an artist, designer and teacher. Today's video I am just going to be experimenting with some collage trees using up some scraps of paper, so I hope you enjoy today's video. So I looked at these bushes here and I liked all of this woody structure under here, and I just thought, okay, how can I simplify that? I found this really nice striped paper that I'd made a while ago. I just cut like a really simple shape, cut out a really simple container, and just had some darker brown with a bit of black ink across it for the soil. And I'm just going to start to cut out lots of small leaves. There's lots and lots of different ways to represent trees. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I like to often add in bright colours. I may not stick to the colour palette. Well, I'm already going off piste. Like for me, trying to do it exactly the same, you're more than okay doing the same colours, but for me, I like to play around with colours and sometimes make things that the colour they actually aren't, because in my world that's absolutely fine. So I start to make another tree. I am doing the same again, but I'm just making this one look a little bit more realistic. I slightly play around with the shape of the top of the tree a little bit, and I much prefer it. I'm using some old scraps of paper. So the brown one for the trunk is some thick card that's got a wash of brown acrylic paint on, and then once it's dried, it's been rubbed over with a Brillo pad to take some of the surface off, so you get like a nice kind of texture appearing. I just add a little bit detailing with my Neo colour twos. I love my Neo colours. Okay, so that's that one done, apart from I might just put a little bit of detailing onto my pot. I might just keep it as simple as that. So I've done that very flattened form, and then that's kind of a play with perspective, where you can see the inside of the pot with the flattened bottom. I stood back and had a little look at the ones that I did, and I don't know, wasn't loving, I kind of like this one, wasn't loving it, and I just wondered if mixed up a bit of my acrylic gouaches, whether I could just add a little bit more detail on this way. And I quite like the layering of the near colours underneath with this on top. Quite enjoying that now. I'm going into quite a bit of detail in that one now. If you're working on a smaller scale, it might be a bit more tricky, but yeah, I quite like that, with that just a bit of extra detail on it. And I might even just add a few little dabs of, I might just lighten it, a few little dabs down there as well. I need to be careful I don't go dab crazy now, but I might just put a few little bits there. Yeah, happier with that. I'm not loving the first one I did now, I think. I prefer this sort of shape of tree. I kind of find this shape rather than that more curved one is a bit more interesting. so it's slightly more pointed at the bottom and there's a slight slope on the top. But there's a couple of trees done, or a few trees, 4 trees, not a couple, 4. So I did this little topiary tree, and as I was making it, it wasn't quite on camera, so I'm sorry about that. It kind of looks all right, actually. It's quite fun. I'm not sure if I would actually want topiary trees in my art. I'm not sure they're my thing. I much prefer kind of some of these trees and stuff, but it was quite fun to have a little go. In my collage scraps, and I find this piece of paper with ink pulled across it, and I also find some striped jelly printed paper that I made ages ago, and I really like the black and white stripes for a tree trunk, so I just cut this out and then cut a shape for the top of the tree out of the pink stripe. I really like the turquoise with the pink. So not only am I kind of playing with shapes a little bit, but I'm also just experimenting with colour combinations that I like. And this is kind of a no pressure way of playing with your art, because you're not trying to create a finished piece of art, you're just playing with trees, seeing different variations that you come up with, trying things out. Well, that was quite fun. What began as lots of individual trees, I put some pavings in the background and added a little watering can. So sort of became a picture, but it really is just some studies of trees. I just didn't like them all suspended in white animation on the page, so I added some paving stones and the little watering can. I thought I'd quickly show you how I store my collage papers. I used to have them in a huge big bag and it was chaos. So I've got 2 big ones like this. I think it's an A4 folder, and I just kind of got things like all my bluey greens together, blues and sort of aquas, and then I've got my blacks that have got kind of patterns and stuff, inks on them, various oranges and reds, yellows, you can see. And then I've got another one. So I've got this one where I've got, yeah, sort of pattern pieces of paper that I've made, and I like the runoff pieces. I like to keep those because I quite often use them. Some sort of fluorescence, some stripes, and then some patterns that I've made with Poscas and that type of thing, and Sharpies. And then I've got another folder where I've got my sgraffito papers in. And then I've just got this little one that's got loads and loads of different scraps. It's not particularly well colour coded, this one. I just have a little root and see if anything catches my eye, because even like some of these little bits can be useful for a few little leaves on a tree or something. But yeah, it definitely is a lot easier to do collage when your papers are organised. I just thought you'd like to see that. I also use these little trays, my paint trays. I've got quite a few of them. So if I'm working on a project and I want to keep the papers together, I'll put them in here and I might stack the trays up, or I'll sometimes put them in a see-through plastic wallet. But that's another good way of just, because I find like with bits of collage, especially the little bits, they just go missing. You cut them out and then it's like, where's that little piece? So that's, I find, a really handy way just to keep myself a bit organised. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's a cold, blustery day here in Cornwall. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I have just updated my website, so you can go over to emmahundleby.com, and I've put some new cards up. So I'm selling them in packs of 10, so pop on over there and you can order them. And I just want to say thank you very much for joining me again today, and I will see you in the next video.